It's a historically hideous season.
It's our 100th ugly house.
And if these walls could talk...
Do you cry a lot?
I do.
Ugliest House in America season premiere Wednesday at 8 on HGTV.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Pod leader.
Yes. Go and see.
Pod leader.
We were all rooting for you.
Yeah, this is Pod leader.
Pack your belongings and go home.
Pod leader.
Return to the law.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pod Leadum. That's Top Model Podcast, spelled backwards. Hey, Alexander, while I'm doing the intro, could you not just hit your mic? How did you even do that?
I don't know.
Saboteur.
Anyway, everyone, I'm JW Crump, and there are several indications of Southern in my speech.
I'm Alexander Price, and I don't know. If you want to go, go!
And I'm Hannah Jane Ginsburg, and it's hard to completely concentrate here when it feels like I should be with my fiance Todd.
Oh, Todd. We are discussing Cycle 7. You messed me up. I'm blaming you. What a storyline. You're my saboteur. Cycle 3, Episode 7.
Cycle 4.
I even wrote 3. You know what? I'm not starting over. Sometimes, just like in this Cockney challenge, you get one take.
That's right. You
Yes.
got to make the most of it.
Cycle 4, Episode 7.
This is your magenta.
The girl who sends Tyra over the edge. And this is the episode.
That everyone in the world knows.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the most iconic episode.
Even if you've never seen the show, you have seen some part of this clip, this GIF, this whatever, because it's the famous "we were all rooting for you" speech, which is what everyone calls it. But do you remember what led up to it? I sure didn't.
I also did not.
I remembered a lot of it. Yeah, I did. This episode is like burned in my brain.
I remember everything from panel, basically.
I don't remember the episode.
Yeah, the episode.
I remember the terrible photo shoot.
So we start off learning that Kaylin and Rebecca are best friends
Obviously.
who smoke. And we saw the cigarettes this time.
Obviously, you're my best friend.
I mean, just obviously, that's something that I'm sure has been edited in a lot because it's so important to Kaylin. Also, I will say, I think Kaylin smokes. I don't think Becky smokes.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
I think Rebecca's just out there because they're besties. And the smoking area that we're going to start seeing a lot of in the next couple episodes is the area in the house titled Griffith Park.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it got a nameplate.
Oh,
Well, we never saw it until.
I love their chintzy backyard area.
Yeah.
Do you want to
love
describe
it.
it? Because I'll just say, for me, it's a picnic table.
It's a picnic table with a tangerine tablecloth, plastic tablecloth that you can just leave outside all the time until it rots and becomes one with the table.
It has like fuzz underneath it.
Yeah. It's on AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Yep.
With
There
lights.
are lots of lanterns. I dig it. I'd sit in Griffith Park.
Yeah.
It truly feels like something that you would construct when you're 24 and it's your first apartment with a backyard or a balcony.
Yeah.
Because that's the level it is. I will say this. There are a ton of ashtrays. They knew what this area was going to be used for.
They didn't want a hallway smoking situation.
I'm
We're
really
done with
surprised Kaylin smokes. Maybe I should just never be surprised when anyone, anywhere.
She's from Broken Arrow.
I
What else you got to do there?
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. Smoke pot. That's what I expected Kaylin to do.
She could use them.
Yeah, right.
We also learned that UV left notes on everyone's beds,
Of course she did.
which was adorable.
It was adorable.
But she didn't fold them. They were just full paper.
And at the start of the episode, you will get the inklings of what will be the entirety of the rest of the episode before the iconic moment, which is the competing narratives of Rebecca and Tiffany, showing their opposite but similar journeys to this inevitable conclusion. My favorite thing is Kaylin telling Rebecca, but your only problem's your face.
Oh
and
my
a face
God.
is easy to fix.
You can easily fix that.
And then she compares it to Kaylin's personality. And I'm like, Kaylin, Personality is the one you can fake.
Yeah.
Rebecca can't
fix her face.
fix it. What are you saying?
Can give herself a more interesting face.
I did not
that was
her logic.
I think she was like, you can just do different things with your face. How can I do a different personality?
But that's the thing. You can
No.
so easily. There's a thing called acting that they're going to learn.
That Michelle is great at.
Oh my God.
Let's hold on.
Pump those brakes. Because we got to go to the famous restaurant Dolce, which Ashton Kutcher owns.
The famous restaurant.
But let's just say this. Brittany, who a lot of times is the one who introduces the restaurants, Brittany's always thrilled by restaurants, and the production staff knows that. I swear, and I know she didn't because I know that Brittany probably knows who Ashton Kutcher is. I swear she says Ashley Kutcher. And that is what I heard. And I had that moment where I was like, if it's that hard to tell what she said, get a second take. Because this was clearly sponsored by that restaurant.
Yeah.
Because they really are like,
Yeah,
this
they really
so
start
good.
naming places.
Yeah, they're
starting
name
from here.
checking.
Yeah.
Well, this, you remember how we were talking in a previous one,
The Electric
episode about, well, obviously, we know all the names, the Pacific Dining Car. We've learned the names. We're also doing a podcast about it, but
LA is just way more on board with specific locations
guess.
than New York was.
But I also think that, remember in other cycles where we were talking about how much they cooked in, and it was the pasta cycle, the sandwich cycle, the whatever. I think this one they just go out and eat more.
Yeah.
Maybe it is because it's in LA. Like,
Maybe.
New York has restaurants, but maybe LA has easier access to rent them out or something.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe.
know.
But before we get into this whole food situation, did anyone else notice that big ass book on the table?
No.
So it was either at Dolce. There
was the wine menu?
No, it was someone's like novel. And it was between Kenya and Tiffany, so I did not know whose it was. But it's like a thick 1,000-page book looking thing just on the table.
Maybe Kutcher just like leaves coffee table
Maybe.
books of like the best stills from that 70s show.
only the best.
Only the best ones.
Comparing the two Lauras. Was that the character's name? I only watched.
Laura Prepon's the actress.
Who was the blonde woman?
The sister?
The sister.
Oh, I don't know.
I think her character might have been Laura.
I never watched it
I
that
just
much,
remember she's
honestly.
famously on a list of
Did she
new
have
actor.
Curves like a Porsche?
Yeah. I'm Laura.
We'll get there.
Years from now. So let's talk about Tiffany not knowing what tuna tartare is. And as we'll soon learn, Kaylin being the one to explain it to her, which is the weirdest look for everybody involved.
Also, she doesn't seem so much like weirded out that it's raw. It's that it's fish. Like there's this weird, like, it's fish? It's like, yeah, it's tuna.
At one point, she's like, something's looking at me. Tiffany's having a tough time.
Yeah.
She's totally outside of her comfort zone at every single second of the day.
And also, as she's told Tyra, apparently she's feels the most out of her element at restaurants.
Right.
And truly, maybe that's why they kept going. Maybe production was like, let's see how far we can
Push Tiffany.
Let's press this button until the button breaks.
Yeah, I don't know. It's also a weird for your pressure situation to be the free food restaurant. I would always just be like, oh, great, I get to try something I don't know. I bet someone else will give me the information
Also-
I need. And everyone's pretty nice about it. Like, they're just explaining it to
Yeah,
her.
no one's like shitty about it.
But I think that makes her feel even worse. Almost, she says at one point, I laugh it off a lot, but I'm just a fish out of water. And I think the fact that, I think if somebody else was there who didn't know what was going on, she would feel better.
Which should be Kaylin.
Yeah. But instead, she feels like the only person who doesn't know these
Oh, that's
things.
interesting. Maybe she really did think, oh, Kaylin at least will also not know. So when Kaylin's the one explaining what things are, it's very, oh, that's interesting. I didn't even consider it from that point.
She also asked if there's bean juice at the bottom of that cup.
When they have cappuccinos. At the end, she asked,
Is it just like foam? And Christina's just like, yeah, honey. It's mostly just foam.
There ain't no juice on the bottom?
there ain't no juice at the bottom was my backup quote.
It was also my backup.
Yeah.
quote.
We've got to be careful. Our backups are getting more similar. So then we go to, I don't know why I'm already so tickled by this man.
Oh, I have
wait.
stories about him.
Oh,
Hold
wait.
on.
Before we
Are we
leave
going to talk about the
Dolce?
Tyra mail?
Talk
I
the
didn't have
talk.
notes.
Are you talking about Brittany saying
Yes.
talk?
Talk.
The talk.
Brittany was troubled by this.
She was so talk the talk ... Brittany.
Yeah.
Well,
But they're just all very excited that they don't have to be there till 11.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Michelle, who has a
We
great
get to
quote.
sleep in. I understand that part.
But see, you're giving it more enthusiasm than Michelle does. Michelle just, in my opinion, goes, "You get to sleep in." I heard that part. I was just like, "Oh,
No, it's definitely understand." She was like, "I understand that part."
Yeah,
because they're just all so flummoxed by the Tyra males. all the
shocked it
time.
wasn't Rebecca though. Rebecca's normally the one that's so aghast by a 6 a.m. call.
So we go to the Palos Verdes Players, which is the outside decor. Yikes, guys. Sketch. Total sketch.
Oh.
Where we meet Larry Moss, who I know. He is, okay, we'll go in. So he is Leonardo DiCaprio's acting coach. So Hannah's automatically going to hate him. He's not a dialect coach.
Yeah, it was pretty clear from how he taught them that he wasn't a dialect
Also,
coach.
he is American. So why he keeps slipping into all sorts of different accents, I don't know.
I will say, as he is portrayed in the show, I found him very pleasant.
I found him pleasant. I just thought this whole acting challenge was crap.
Oh, the challenge,
garbage.
which I'm sure he did not come up with,
Yeah.
was one of the worst things they've ever done.
Yes.
And I can't wait to discuss the many reasons why.
Oh, yeah.
He
No,
is-
he's fine.
Of all the many acting teachers we've had and all the creepy old men, he's not one.
No.
No, he doesn't creep on them like at all.
He's actually
Well,
very...
He creeps a little on Boris.
No, he's
Later.
not into women.
Yeah, well, he creeps a little on Boris.
But that's what you want to bring in, so they're
Of
not
course.
creepy.
Of course.
That's why you're bringing in Serena Williams. That's why you're bringing in Larry Moss. 2 gay men.
So they do this like not My Fair Lady scene.
We have to. There's so much you're skipping over.
Because the scene's the most boring
So
part
much
of
is getting
it.
skipped over. First of all, when they first walk into Palos Verdes Players, and it all dawns on them that now they have to act. This is the least enthusiastic group of actors ever, except for Michelle, who has 4 years of drama experience.
Which means
is how
high
she
school.
keeps referring to it.
Yeah,
She was in theater club in high school.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what
she's
that was.
literally just graduated high school.
Yeah. But she keeps calling it 4 years of drama experience.
And all the other contestants really buy into it.
Yeah.
Later, Naima says, she's my biggest competition because Michelle has this 4 years of drama experience.
Well,
She must have been just talking about that constantly.
it's definitely not going to be Kaylin, who only had one line in her 5th grade play, which was, Let the dream begin.
I saw Journey.
Let the dream begin.
Oh, love it.
Let the dream begin.
I want to look up that play and find that one-line character in what
Doesn't.
children's play where she just comes out and says that. And I'm sure it's a little kid one, so it was actually, let the dream begin.
Let the dream begin.
Full red face, leaves.
Face and neck.
Every second. Larry Moss is here to teach speech, presentation, image, dialect is where he lands. He's going to teach them a Cockney accent. As Brittany refers to it, like chitty chitty bang bang talk.
I mean, not wrong.
She's not wrong.
That's a good reference.
Also, Brittany is the best at it.
This is such a good episode for Brittany, which gets overshadowed by all the other stuff that's bad for
Correct.
people. Let me just say, and I'm going to go on record. Hannah and Alexander already know this, but for our listeners, you hear my natural speaking voice. I am the worst at accents. I don't mean I can't transform my voice. Everyone in this room, all two of you, have seen me perform other voices and
Right.
characters. But if you tell me do this specific accent,
I mean, I've seen you try to do an English accent.
Mhm. I can't get the reference points. This challenge, I just wrote,
Is your
this
full
is
nightmare.
my nightmare. I couldn't do this. I was so feeling for all the people who could not do this well because, and until I saw it phonetically spelled out in the script and I was like,
Oh.
well, okay.
That was where I lost it.
Anyway, that's far.
He gives them this key sentence to learn, which is a thing that happens in dialect coaching.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to give you this sentence to help you get into the accent. And theirs was Alexander.
I'll do it. I'll do it how he does it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want to go. Is how he does it. That's the like key where it's like, that was mumbly. Oh, if you want to go.
And he makes them all stand up and do it by themselves.
And Brittany does the best.
And the best part of this is Tatiana does it and then immediately rolls her eyes. Like, no pause. Says the sentence, immediate eye roll.
They also, no one says the sentence the same.
No.
Well, Brittany, even for as good as she did, just says a different sentence and then immediately goes, was that the line?
Well, I don't know. If you want to go, just go. Was that right?
it?
And some of the people that should be highlighted, Tiffany just does it Southern.
Mm-hmm.
Does it kind of in an exaggerated form of her own voice.
Yeah.
Rebecca is trying so hard.
Oh my god.
I mean, Rebecca does try hard.
Cannot get
Always.
the Midwest out of her.
No.
And even I noticed that. I don't even have a great ear for other accents. And even I was thinking that I is so Minnesota. It's incredible. And then beyond Tatiana's eye roll, the other thing that was so funny to me was Michelle doing it. And then Larry going, well, you do the American well. Which, what does that mean? Just her normal speaking voice?
Well, she had like no accent
No, Michelle is full on delusional.
in this episode, yeah.
She's not bad at presenting. She's just not, like, she is not afraid. She doesn't have stage fright like some of the girls do. Like, you can tell that she has been in a play, which I appreciate because Michelle just needs any win.
Sure.
Yes.
And the fact that she was capable, what a victory.
And after they go through this, they're given a script to take home, and he says, take the script home and become the character.
Sunny Rose.
Sunny Rose.
Which is just My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
And I will say, compared to future acting challenges, this is a lot of homework.
Yeah.
That script wasn't short.
No, it was not.
It was also a very flowery language.
Mm-hmm.
And they
literally.
Then they had to memorize the whole thing. They didn't have giant cue cards to look at.
Yeah, I thought, oh man, I bet some of them have never memorized a script before. Kaylin, clearly. But I bet a lot of them hadn't.
No.
And that's tough, especially when this is mostly nonsense.
It is mostly nonsense.
Yeah. So we go to the not Globe Theater.
Well, we go back to the apartment first, right?
Oh,
And Tiffany
yeah.
has her call her grandma.
Yes.
Which has a heartbreaking line.
It's so sad because she's calling her grandma and she's just like, I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't me. And grandma's like, just be the best you can be.
She specifically says, I don't talk like any of the other girls. And grandma, again, great grandma, says, you don't have to talk like any of the other girls. Talk like yourself.
Yeah.
That's why you're there. It's so great.
But she mentions she's just crying on the inside constantly.
I'm smiling, but I'm crying on the inside. And I was like, oh.
But we've seen it. Now that we've really watched them back to back, I feel like we've seen that journey.
Yeah, you just see her getting worn down and worn down and worn down and being told that she has to transform. It's really interesting because a lot of these girls latch onto this idea of transformation.
Yeah.
And for a lot of them, it's a positive thing. And for Tiffany, it's like, well, I've already done so much work on myself before getting here just to be here. And now you're telling me that I shouldn't even be who I am, that I'm getting graded. Eventually, they show a clip where Tyra is like, we're basically grading you on how much you're transforming the person that you are. And to hear that would be so discouraging when you've already put so much work into yourself. Being a healthy person.
Yeah. And again, we're seeing these two competing narratives of Rebecca and Tiffany both being worn down, both which had me distraught because Rebecca wants this so bad and is trying so hard. And
she's trying so hard not to marry Todd.
And it's working. But I'm actually feeling for Rebecca.
Yeah.
Because she wants this so bad and is working so hard and it's just not coming fast enough. And she is devastated. Every talking head you get from Rebecca for the rest of the episode is her just being like, I just don't know how to do better.
Edge of panic.
It's
constantly
so bad to see her. Yeah, her panic. That's the perfect word. And Tiffany's crushing defeat. It's kind of a sad episode to watch, especially because everything is such a failure.
Everything.
Brittany is truly the shining light of this episode. I was so glad for her.
Michelle does provide my favorite moment of the episode where they're getting ready to leave the apartment and she just whispers to herself, I'm Sunny Rose, I am. Flowers for sale.
She's so jazzed.
So ready.
Also, her practicing alone standing up in the hallway is such an actor moment we've all done.
Yeah.
It's great. Good for you. You know, now I believe she's had 4 years of drama. So we get back.
It's a different theater.
Location, yes.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Full different. Yeah, it's a different theater.
They couldn't rent it out 2 days
Yeah,
in a row.
Old Globe Shakespeare
Globe.
something.
It's like it's some ridiculous name. It also says it's from somewhere that it's not. Like the Palos Verdes thing was not in Palos Verdes. It was in Lomita. I don't know where that is. But I looked it up. It wasn't in Palos Verdes. This whole theater is jank. Anyways,
so they have a decent amount of set, props, costumes, makeup that eventually they'll put on themselves. But most importantly, they are not acting with Larry, which apparently they all thought. Which, okay, great. They knew that, I guess there was someone else in the scene.
Sure.
But I only wrote down his first name.
Okay. I will say why you only wrote down his first name.
Because he didn't get a Chiron until
He
way
didn't
later.
Get a Chiron.
But he got it way later, but just for a second for a talking
Yeah,
head.
it's Boris Kodjo.
Yeah.
and he still works. I've seen him on like network TV.
Yeah.
And they list his credits. They're legit. Second time around, great. Tiffany definitely knows who he is.
Oh my
Oh
god,
my God.
she's so psyched. She slaps Caitlin so hard. Caitlin's
Caitlin-
like, ow!
Kaylin out loud says, ow!
And is also laughing at how,
Yeah.
like, I think when Tiffany is happy, everybody else is happy. I think everyone truly, really loves Tiffany.
Yeah.
So we're just like, yay.
Can I say that in general, now that we've had a couple of cycles, I appreciate that a lot of times the male acting partner is a man of color.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some of it I think is Tyra's contacts because she always
Right.
mentions that she's worked with them. But even still, I think that's really nice that it's not just some random handsome white dude like they do with the male models.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk about this guy.
I thought he was kind of a dick as a scene partner.
I also thought he was a dick as a scene partner because he doesn't do an accent.
No, and he just, whenever
have to
they
do
struggle,
anything.
he
He just
doesn't even
looks at them.
smile at them. He just stone faces them. It made me long for Tay Diggs.
Oh
Also-
my God, yes.
Also, he got the script, that prop he had.
The
There's-
paper.
The freeze frame, I freeze framed and I figured out it was a script and I was like, how dare you?
You have their lines. You couldn't help them?
That's why Tiffany had that talking head. I realized that she knew he had the script and they let it slip when she said, help me out. And he was like, no. Anyway.
It was, yeah. So the girls have to go backstage.
Also, good Tatiana group moment real quick. While Larry is describing before Boris comes out, that eyebrow on one side goes,
Right.
cock, 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 'cause Tatiana's going to be like, what's this bullshit? Tatiana is always ready to say, what's this bullshit
Yeah.
to any moment.
So they have to go backstage and put on their own costume and makeup.
And they all have to black out a tooth.
Uh,
They're all required to black out a tooth.
and put a bonnet on, seemingly.
Which is hysterical.
Christina does not have to put a bonnet on. Christina, instead of going like Cockney flower seller, goes like woman from the shtetl
Yep.
with like black shawl and no hat. It was a really strange choice.
Also,
It
why
truly came across like she was just the last one to get dressed and they just ran out of
That's what's
stuff.
left.
also, some girls decide to go barefoot and some do not. It's very strange.
Was the stage somehow a restaurant table? We just couldn't realize because Hannah's going to be very uncomfortable.
Yes. Yes, I am.
You know.
So everyone does pretty bad.
Except Brittany.
Brittany does
Brittany has a
good.
lot of fun with it.
And
She is
truthfully,
fun.
I'm not a huge
And that's all
fan.
you can do.
Naima does well.
She's so stiff.
but
Naima?
Yeah.
No, she's not. I
I
think
didn't
she's
find her
like
stiff
weird.
at all.
I think she weirdly seems like her body is melting the whole
yes, I found the
time.
opposite. I felt like she was like,
They love how like
her-
turned on she is the entire time, and for me, it's a weird choice.
Also, my favorite moment was when Kaylin goes, "There's a better day than this," and then her whole face just
I
scrunches.
love whenever she screws up, her entire face blinks.
yeah. It's like a PC that's rebooting every single time. Kaylin. It was Tatiana gives up immediately.
Yep.
Laughs off. Everything's stupid to her.
Tatiana, when she doesn't know what to do, becomes a Peanuts character. Her face goes all the way back, and all you see is her mouth, like
going,
laugh crying. Yeah.
One thing we realize is Tatiana is just Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've said this before. She's full Peanuts all the time.
Yep.
It's great.
They like and Kenya. They end up liking and giving critique to. I found Kenya always said everything very like whispery and just not her voice at all.
It was almost like she was like, "If I whisper, they won't hear. I'm not doing an accent."
I think she was just.
She tries. Christina does
No,
zero
zero.
accent. It's hilarious.
There's a better day than this.
Lovely day. Lovely day.
Christina actually did the work of correcting the script because they show screenshots superimposed on this where you realize they phonetically spelled
Which is
it
when I
out,
got angry.
which makes it way easier to say oi instead of I.
Yeah.
When literally the script says oh-y.
Yeah.
Just learn it phonetically.
Well, yeah. You can learn anything phonetically. We learned that from Campbell's Soup.
Uishi.
Oishi, oishi. And this is where the show really starts doing Tiffany dirty in this episode. Because she gets her own special, she's screwing up burlesque music that none of the other girls get, who are doing just as badly as
Yes.
she is.
I wrote down, I can't wait for Hannah to talk about this
The burlesque
background
music.
Well, it's also
Such a
they
background
do
music.
everyone else in a montage, and then
Of
Tiffany.
carnival music. A lot of people do get that.
They show most of them being bad. They show Michelle doing a pretty good job.
Uh-huh.
Her accent's not fully there, but she really
Commits.
acts it.
She
She's
commits.
trying.
Naima doing a pretty good job, and then they get to Tiffany.
They're like, we're going to show everything.
And she's also the one that the only one Boris does a mean talking head about.
Yeah.
Where clearly he had one for most of these women.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when he gets his Chiron. He literally gets a Chiron for a hot second just to shit talk Tiffany.
It's
So
rude.
stupid.
It's really rude. So the prize they learn is $10,000 of diamonds.
Which, that's a good-ass thing. And then the weirdest editing choice happens where Michelle, in a talking head voiceover, said, "Is this a joke?" And then Boris answers the talking head live by saying, "It's not a joke." And I said, oh no, they've started seeing through time and space on Top Model. They know everything now.
Tiffany takes the advice that we have given out on this podcast where she's like, if I screw up the challenge, it's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up, which is the right attitude, as we've discussed, to have towards the challenges. She also looks beautiful in this really dumb, huge bonnet she's wearing.
She really does look great.
She's so pretty, just sitting there.
Yeah. And she's just like, well, I can't fix it now.
Nope.
So Naima wins again.
And this was so deserved.
Yeah.
I'll give this to
She was
Naima.
good.
I feel bad because Michelle was really hoping to win it.
She was so pissed when they announced Naima.
But I will say this. Someone finally did what you're supposed to do.
Yes.
Naima gets to pick 2 friends to share diamonds with, an amazing prize to share. Naima, with no disclaimer, immediately picks Michelle.
Yep.
And everyone is just okay with it.
Yeah.
Then she picks Tatiana. And several people are like, what?
Tiffany especially.
Yeah. No one's mad at Michelle because everyone realizes Michelle also did well.
Yeah.
And this is how you should do this, is pick
Always.
the clear runner-up.
Stop just picking your friends.
Yeah, because Michelle even says, I didn't win, but I'm getting diamonds, so who cares?
She says, no, she goes, but I'm second best. And I was like, you didn't act like there wasn't really a ranking. Just because you got picked doesn't mean you're second best. Tatiana isn't third best.
You were second best. I'm going to give you that, but you don't know that you were. Then, here's some spy movie stuff.
Uh-huh.
They go to a vault that both has to be real because I can't imagine they would pay for this set. But this is the most sci-fi bank vault situation ever, with like a trap door.
3 besuited men.
2 that were very attractive and 1 that was not.
But here's the thing.
The sweatiest person.
But he's the one who actually has access to the diamonds.
I was just about to say, but he's the one who becomes the most attractive. Then Naima, who had won me over for a little bit of this episode, ruins herself for
honeymoon
me.
period.
Yeah. She gets to, and I like this. I like these prizes where there's still like a little bit of a ranking because what's going to happen, he's going to present 3 diamond selections of rings and necklaces and whatever. Naima picks first, then of the remaining 2, Michelle gets to pick, and then Tatiana gets what's left.
Yeah.
Great. That makes so much sense. Naima picks this yellow diamond pendant, which fine. It was whatever. I wouldn't do a pea diamond, but whatever.
I also wouldn't have picked that pendant.
But here's why she chose it, because it was unique. It was individual. Like me.
I hate her.
When you call yourself unique and individual, it's the worst thing.
Garbage.
I don't hate her. I think because you guys hate her so much, I'm just like, oh, Naima's here.
Being weird. I don't hate her so much as she's kooky, sometimes in a fun way, and sometimes
Most times in
like
a
eye-rolly way.
In an exhausting way.
I speak like a fortune cookie.
She's so performative, I feel. That it just, nothing feels authentic.
Then Michelle goes for that ring, and Tatiana gets the other necklace.
Well, also, she says, I think I want the ring. And he goes, I would pick that for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to feel good for Michelle. It's going to feel good for anyone, really.
Yeah.
If someone was like, I would pick this diamond specifically for you.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice
this is a
thing.
good prize. It's fun and stupid for TV to go in this vault.
Yep.
And this is a real thing that you keep for the rest of your life. Great. Love the prize. No dinner. Wonderful.
There's also...
He calls Tatiana a Tanya.
Titania is what he says.
Oh, Titania? Great.
Titania.
Lush experience.
He calls her Titania.
Well, could be worse.
Titania.
Yay.
The rest of the girls who did not get to go to the vault
No.
are sitting around eating lunch at the theater still. They're just
Yeah.
like in the lobby of the theater. It's strange.
Oh, I didn't even notice
Oh,
that.
yeah.
That's funny.
And I honestly think this is where Tiffany really is just done.
Mm-hmm.
because they're talking about the Cockney accent. The Cockney accent. I'm turning into Brittany. It's fine. The Cockney accent. And they refer to it as white ghetto.
White ghetto English.
White girls are saying
yes.
White ghetto. And then Tiffany is like, well, you're talking about where I'm from. A lot of good people are from the ghetto. A lot of smart people are from the ghetto. The people I come from are good and smart.
Yeah.
And then Kenya says that she has changed her accent so she doesn't sound like she's from Compton. And I think that's where Tiffany is really like
fuck.
And for a moment, I enjoyed two things about this conversation. Not like how it was brought up. Obviously, I don't enjoy people saying white ghetto. But
no.
I meant for a second, it seemed like there might be an interesting conversation we'd hear between Tiffany and Kenya about both race and class and the intersectionality of that, because they are from kind of similar backgrounds in a way, but they've become very different people for very different reasons.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be great. But unfortunately, Tiffany doesn't want to really have this conversation, so she shuts it off. The entire time, Brittany, to her credit, is sitting there and listening and clearly paying attention. And for all the race play that Brittany likes to do, I really appreciated that it seemed like she was trying to take this in and listen. Again, great episode for Brittany overall.
Oh, before we move on from this, also, I realized Naima doesn't clean her face. Everyone else cleans their face when they go to the vault. Naima has full soot on her face.
I also noticed that they're so bad at taking off makeup. I have a note about it in a future episode that I don't understand why makeup wipes aren't
readily available,
especially at a theater.
So Tiffany is now at the conclusion, maybe I can't be this model girl.
Right.
Me who I am.
Kenya is.
Well, and Kenya has had to, this is before code switching was a popular term, but they basically edge right up against having to talk about code switching.
Right.
And she's just like, I can't, that's not me. I can't do it. And then Rebecca calls home to talk to Todd. And Todd is a good fiance.
He's fine.
Todd seems great.
Yeah.
Todd
bucks her up. He's like, you're tough. You've been through worse than this. You've got this.
I still don't believe Rebecca wants to marry Todd, but whatever.
That doesn't mean he's a bad guy.
No, I'm not saying Todd's bad.
Yeah. He says you've been through a lot already. And the weight of that sentence, for some reason, especially coming from someone who clearly knows her well, made me think, oh, wow, Rebecca's got a lot of backstory and history that
we don't know.
That whole audition when she was like, I've lied and cheated to get what I've wanted. We took that as cute in the moment. I think it actually might be a lot more devastating, and she's trying to make it cute for an audition.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm glad, man, we get most of the women in this cycle have a boyfriend or significant other in some way, shape, or form that's good after seasons and cycles of shit ones.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Garbage. So we go to the photo shoot.
Well, Tiffany sleeps through the Tyramel.
Oh my God.
She never understands them, so she's tired of trying.
And the girls don't even try to wake her, which means I bet this wasn't the first time this happened.
Yeah.
And poor Rebecca is just like, whatever this is, I need to nail this. I need to nail this.
Full panic mode.
It made me so sad for her because we've all been there. We've all been like, I just have to, I have to
the
get this, and I can't get this, and I don't know why.
She feels like new UV.
Yeah, sad.
Kind of. She keeps rereading the Tyramel in the hopes that she'll figure out what it is and be able to prep for it, which is just so sad. Again, it's always opposite narrative. Rebecca, Tiffany. Tiffany has given up on figuring out the Tyramel. Rebecca's trying too hard to figure out nonsense.
And they all think from the Tyramel that it's going to be some sort of, as Tatiana puts it, scary, dangerous, risk-taking situation.
Yeah, well, because they say, feathers will fly. They're like, we're jumping out of a plane. Which,
they say don't be chicken, and they focus on that instead of the feather part.
This is really strange to me, and maybe someone else can answer this. Have they ever done an episode with an acting challenge that is not then followed by a commercial?
This was so weird.
So odd, because that's always what it is.
Yeah.
Especially when you had them memorize a script, you would think immediately it would be that.
Yep.
Because normally, I
It's
also
so weird.
found that really weird, and I almost didn't notice it till the episode was over.
Yeah.
And I had a moment where I said, wait, is there not a commercial this cycle?
Do they just never do a commercial? It's so strange.
Because in the next episode, they do even more. They do so much live and interview prep,
Yeah.
and then never do a commercial. Unless they do it overseas and we just are forgetting about it.
I guess we'll see, but it's very weird that it doesn't come in this episode.
No.
Anyway, let's meet Rib.
Rib with a very huge bulge in these
An
underwear.
extra rib.
Also, it took me so long to realize if it was rib or rib.
Same.
Me too.
I wrote down rib initially.
No, it's rib.
And then as I was listening, I was like, wait, are they saying
Also,
rib?
why does Rib not get a last name?
Or a Chiron.
Who needs a last name when your name is Rib?
Rib.
Yeah, I don't know how to Google him, but I didn't even try because you can't just turn in male rib. Like, I can't figure that out.
Just get so much
Male-
biblical
so much
literature.
Male model rib. It's just gonna be like sternums and like.
So I get flagged by the NSA if I do that.
Yep. You're looking to buy human bones.
And he's actually, except for one photo shoot, mostly fine. And we'll get to the one photo shoot. But he's at least not, what was that guy I hated, Lanny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Mr. J in his flowy peasant top
The flowiest.
and his jeans with the weird patch near the crotch that looked like it was like holding his cell phone. He finally explains the photo shoot, which is a photo shoot for Wonder Bra.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be like wrestling with their boyfriend in their underwear and having a pillow fight.
With
And there's
so many
a
feathers.
fan and 18 million chicken feathers. I hate this photo shoot.
Before we get into the real hate, can I give you a second to breathe? It's because I do want to hear every thought
The
about
photographer?
this. And yeah, he's great. Whatever. I don't care.
Kwaku. We always say it.
I know.
Kwaku Alston is the photographer.
Also gets a very brief, weird Chiron
Yep. It was like, bloop.
as he's
Great.
entering.
Great Tatiana off-screen moment that they couldn't edit out was when Rib came out and him saying, "You see what he's wearing? What do you think you're wearing?" Off-screen, Tatiana goes, "Not much."
I heard that too.
They want so badly to not focus on Tatiana being like, "Seems like bullshit."
They don't want us to know her how great she is.
Yeah.
I really missed it the first time I watched it.
Me too.
When I was young.
No, I had no idea that she would become my favorite.
Because
I
they really
love
didn't
her.
want us to know.
No.
So anyway, please, Hannah, why do you
There's-
hate this photo shoot?
There's
I
so
don't
many
disagree
reasons
to
why
start
I
off.
hate
bad.
this photo shoot. First of all, there's the girls with bumpets in their hair for no fucking reason. Why did we bring back is this secretly the bumpet photo shoot and we just didn't know?
It's
Second of
Wonder
all-
Bra. So yeah, bump it's for
Bump it, bump it.
bump it, bump it.
It's just a Wonder
If
Bra
you're
under
gonna
their
bump
hair.
it, bump it with Wonder Bra. Second of all, this photo shoot is so poorly designed to make all of the girls look bad. And they get into it later at panel, but they're supposed to wrestle, have chemistry, and connect with the male model. They make a big deal about how you have to connect with the male model while also showing off the Wonder Bra and finding the light, which is placed on the wrong side.
Yes.
So the male model is beautifully lit in every single photo. And all of the girls who manage to, it's like a trick. Like none of them who actually manage to get lit well do it on purpose.
No.
It's fully accidental.
Also, no one quite knows how to like pose where everyone's constantly in motion except for one girl. Everyone's constantly moving and not taking that like, huh?
Mhm.
And then up.
Yeah, they don't stop. And so this is something as an actor that you end up having to do sometimes. There are like weird love scenes that you're going to have to do in front of a lot of people, like weird physical stuff. And a lot of these girls are clearly uncomfortable with this. Rebecca doesn't want Todd to see this, clearly.
Kaylin,
who
flipping
turns
out.
scarlet red as soon as she
I've
even
never seen
sees
anyone
the
that
male
color.
model that quickly. It was crazy.
Actually made me worried for Rebecca. For all the mini cycles where we have people who are like, I don't want to do this because I have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever. I think Rebecca explains it pretty well, where it's mostly, I just think this is going to be so
Uncomfortable.
awkward because you can't do this and not have sexual tension. And I don't want to have sexual tension with someone. I appreciate that she...
No, she's not like, I don't want to do this because I'm going to get married.
No.
It just is like, this is weird.
Yeah.
It's not the like, only my
Also-
boyfriend gets to see the good shine or
Also,
whatever.
we
I've never
haven't
heard that before.
We
That's
haven't,
so great.
we haven't prepped these girls in this episode for this.
And this is what I'm saying. In any professional situation like this, they're going to be like, put your knee here, put your other knee here, put your hand here. Don't block the light. Every time I've had to choreograph any scene like this, it's like, you're going to do this for 2 seconds. You're going to fling your hand up. No, that hand up so you don't block your face. They break it down into technical parts so it's not horribly awkward.
They've done it before on this show.
Mm-hmm.
Any male model thing, or even when they did the naked thing in Italy, they were constantly like very
put
specific.
a hand here, put a hand there. It's not a safe working environment to me, especially with the feathers flying everywhere. And just be like, all right, girls, have at 'em, wrestle.
And especially, I'm just going to say it right now because it's on topic with what you're saying. For the most part, I'm going to heavily give Rib the benefit of a doubt because he was given this weird instruction too. However, during Tiffany's, he keeps putting his hand up to her neck on more than one occasion.
Biting her face.
Yeah.
He bites the corner of her mouth at one point.
Yeah, and he looks like he's choking her several times. And it's really odd and extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There's also some language from the photographer. When Kaylin gets up there, and it's obvious that she's mortified to everyone, he's like, oh, yeah, you guys look sexy together. And I'm like, how is that going to help this girl?
No. On a lighter note, Naima has the straightest, stringiest bangs for no reason.
Oh my God, that wig they put on Naima. It hurt me.
And because I'll bring it around also, Tatiana is all about this photo shoot. She is touching Rib constantly.
Except that she finishes and Jay's like, Tatiana, did you feel the chemistry? And she's just like, no.
I adored that moment. And it was right in front of Rebecca getting her makeup done. And because it was almost as if Tatiana's like, yeah, you don't have to like him. Who gives a shit?
Yeah, whatever. Just roll around for a bit.
She looks like Bridget Bardot.
The bump it is the only works for Tatiana.
Correct.
And Brittany. Brittany looks good.
Brittany looks beautiful.
Brittany is made to be a 70s woman, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
That is.
And then Michelle.
Okay, so first of all, Jim DeYonker slouched over a computer, giving me everything I need.
The sexiest.
Sexiest. He doesn't know that Michelle's a wrestler. Mr. J is telling him that. Jim finds that hilarious. And then Michelle beats Rib up.
Yeah, they kept Michelle for last because he was going to have bruises.
As Rib says, Michelle's a strong girl.
And she probably, if this was a wrestling match, she would have won.
Also, Michelle...
Which good for him for not having the fragile masculinity.
Yeah.
For admitting that.
Also, Michelle was the only one that was actually, stopping to pose.
Yeah.
This is a decent week for Michelle, too.
I also don't understand why they let Rib look at the monitor.
I didn't get that either!
In what situation would one model get to look at the monitor and the other model wouldn't?
It was almost set up as if he was going to be the guest judge. And then he wasn't, obviously, because...
Well, that's been happening a lot this cycle.
Rib, can you do this?
Rib got a last-minute job. He can't be the guest judge
Naomi
anymore.
Campbell kept canceling on us.
And actually, it would make a lot of sense if they're like, we're going to have your, scene partner from the photo shoot here, if they were trying to tie it into the challenge at all.
Which they sort of do, just for the weird exercise that they did earlier. I wish one of them had just spoken in Cockney during this photo shoot. This is what I learned. Oi, governor! Slap.
Before we go to panel, there was a moment where Kaylin was brushing her hair. It was so loud and aggressive. I was worried for her.
And she was wincing so hard. And the show also takes this time to sepia tone remind us, look how nice Tyra was to Tiffany. Aren't you so happy that Tyra's so nice to Tiffany and that Tiffany's already expressed this to Tyra? And wow, Tyra's the hero of this story. And I didn't realize how much they were trying to get us on Tyra's side early.
Except this is where she says you're getting judged on your transformation of who you are as a person.
True.
Sure.
Which is just a terrible thing to say to somebody if you actually think about what the words mean.
Yeah. Well...
Tyra never thinks about what those words
mean.
No.
Kenya also has a really cute moment where she's reading the Tyra mail and she's like, one of you will be eliminated. Except for you, Kenya. You are excluded.
And the one revenge we can have on Tyra in this situation is her photo is full chicken lady. She was creating all the feathers for this photo shoot. It's nonsense. Yep. Why is she not in a bra? I don't know. So we go to panel.
Speaking of background music... There is some weird music getting us into panel. This weird, spooky jazz with a lot of cymbal. They're setting us up for something from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, rewatching the show, you realize how much they try to set you up for what's about to happen with things, because they want you to get in the mood of, this panel is going to be some shit.
Tyra says, you've come to know us and love us and hate us judges. And then she refers to Janice as one of the first supermodels.
Janice is so
Janice
over
goes, the first supermodel, and Tyra goes, work it out, girl.
I love that. Work it out, girl.
They hate each other so much.
You know who comes across great?
Go off, Jill.
Janice in this episode.
Janice does come off great in this episode. It's a really good one for her.
And you know what? She's come across great in a couple episodes in a row.
Yeah.
And I truly wonder if she was just starting to be too well liked to stay on the panel in Tyra's eyes.
As a model.
Conspiracy theory.
I'm all for that. So their panel challenge is reading off of a teleprompter. And this teleprompter.
You're a fashion correspondent for ANTM TV.
Which they're finally just starting to brand everything.
Yeah.
top
Finally.
model.
Yeah, jeez.
H2T water, baby. Can't wait.
Tyra says specifically that this teach has prepared them for this challenge.
Since when?
This week's teach has nothing to do with this challenge.
Truthfully, next episode's teach has more to do with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's bizarre. It was almost as if the challenges were edited out of order, which I almost, man, I just can't imagine that they would do that, but maybe. So, as someone, I was talking to Alexander beforehand, I have done a lot of teleprompter work as the host. I have done a lot of teleprompter work as the teleprompter operator. I'm going to tell everyone two things. One, you never see a teleprompter screen this big.
It was huge.
Because usually there's only about 3 or 4 lines on a teleprompter.
Because that's how it's easiest to read.
Not only that, but you get to choose the speed at which you read, and then they move it so that you're not seeing too many words at the same time, so you can keep your place. So they made this extra difficult for these women by making it so that they were just assaulted by
With
how
words.
much they were doing. I also love that the teleprompter operator, we just get to see, and he kind of gives a little nod to camera.
Yep.
Love him.
It's also the
Who is?
oldest fucking looking teleprompter. With like a full crank, like they wrote this on construction paper, butcher paper.
Because they don't make digital teleprompters like that. This is so weird. And you can also never tell if the show is highlighting a certain word or if the teleprompter is, because it seems like the show is.
I think it's the show.
But every so often you see a screen where it just looks like it's been inversed and it doesn't look like it's got any other post. It's bizarre.
So the words,
I agree with you that it must be the show.
Yeah.
It must be.
It has to be, just to humiliate these girls even more.
the words that everyone has problems with: magenta, chartreuse,
My favorite is Christina going, magenta. She's like, I know that word. Why can I not say it right?
chartreuse, which is a hard word when you
Yes.
look at it.
Yeah.
Hermes, Hermes,
Yep. Hermes.
Or as Kenya says, Herms. Love Kenya saying Herms.
Christian Laxroy.
Christian Laxroy, Chic,
Yeah. Chic was a tough one.
Francaise,
Giselle Bundchen.
Giselle Bundchen. My favorite, au revoir, where they're like, au revoir. And Technicolor, they had a lot of trouble with.
Yeah. It should be said that Rebecca clearly does the best at reading.
Yep.
Yes.
Rebecca pronounces all of the words the best.
Yep.
And no one acknowledges it on the panel.
Nope.
They give her no screen time because
They didn't have fun footage of her.
they didn't have fun footage of her messing up. And also, I think it would make us think, oh, did Rebecca nail this in terms of what they were looking for in this weird challenge? So then this leads us to the start of what this episode is known for.
Once
which is-
again, she gets her own section.
Yep.
Yeah. Which is Tiffany's teleprompter read. She starts the first 2 sentences fine. Like, just like everyone else. As soon as she gets to the first word that all of them are mispronouncing,
Yeah. It's magenta and chartreuse,
Yeah.
basically, are back to back.
she shakes her head, doesn't want to do it, is feeling super embarrassed.
Immediately starts crying.
Yeah.
Immediately starts crying.
And Janice, in one of her, good moments in this episode, says, hey, just keep going. You can do it.
Just breathe and go through it.
Yeah. So supportive.
Yeah. And truthfully, everyone but Tyra kind of is.
Yeah.
Like, Nigel's also like, hey.
Giving her a big
it's fine,
smile.
it's
Yeah.
fine.
It's
Even
fine.
Nolay, weirdly, is everyone's just like, hey, you're, like, this is fine. I think she might have actually literally gone last.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or near the end, and they knew that, like, oh, hey, don't be embarrassed. Everyone's effing this up.
Yeah.
Like, this was made for you to F up. We're having shenanigans.
And Tyra just goads her. Tyra is, if you don't do this, you're going to go home.
Oh my gosh.
Do you want to go home? And Tiffany kind of doesn't respond, kind of shakes her head, like,
I'll send you home if you don't do this.
you will go home. And then they keep saying, just have fun with it. None of these girls knew what these words were. Just show your personality. And through tears, this is so uncomfortable to watch.
Yeah.
Through full tears, she reads it and then does start to have fun because when she doesn't know a word, she just changes it out.
Yep.
Just makes it up.
Names her friends, names Tyra, has fun with it. And then everyone kind of gives her applause. Nigel gives her the weirdest full grin thumbs up.
Oh my god. It's like he's a skeleton face. Like, it's very strange.
I've never seen that side of him. It was very odd. I said, oh my goodness me.
Oh my goodness me. And as she's exiting the room, she turns around and she goes, "This is humiliating more and more each week."
Right.
That is what she says.
Yep.
Yes. Very important to note
Yes.
that.
Feel like we shouldn't have to say that.
But
We do.
we need to. They bring all of the girls back in. And as Janice says, none of you girls can read. Sorry.
I love that. None of you can read sorry. Which is the review for all of them, essentially.
Yeah, none of them can really read.
Yeah.
Also, we're not prepared for this challenge at all because
No.
it didn't relate to anything they did this week.
But feel like none of the judges except Tyra knew that.
Correct.
So Michelle's up first.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And Michelle's picture is one of the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Her body looks amazing
She
in
has,
it.
I realize she has a weird hand off to the side, but like this is the sexiest Michelle's ever looked.
Yeah, she looks great.
And also, given this particular photo shoot and that it was in motion, I'll forgive a stray hand
Oh, of
looking
course.
weird because there's so much. She found her light. Her hair is over her face. It looks like fun pin-up-y. I liked all of this. For me, this was the top photo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah. And deserved because she generally had a good week in a cycle of Michelle struggling.
Yes. Yeah, no, she looks hot.
Yeah. So
And she just turned his head away from the camera, which also like
Helped.
grab that attention, girl. Don't even let him look at the camera.
100%.
Brittany is next.
Hey.
Britney's is also really good.
Gorgeous.
Really good.
Yes.
She looks great.
I really liked hers. I love that. Is this the one where the male model's nose is kind of being crushed in her abs? Because there was one person whose like nose was being crushed, and I really found that very funny. Yes,
it is.
It was
It is.
hers. I love it so much. Because he does it. Really, the ones where the girl's more successful,
control.
I feel like are the ones where you kind of don't see him at all.
Oh, yeah.
Like he
I
just
agree.
becomes a muscular back and nothing
Yeah,
else.
that's all he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Unless you're the lighter.
That's all
Rib.
men are supposed to be.
That's right.
Show me those ribs, Rib. Is that what he's known for? I have a lot of questions about this name. I'm so sorry.
Let me see the
Is it short for
ribs.
Ribbathy?
I hope so.
This is also really important for Brittany because they note that she's sexy but not hoish.
Right.
So she gets to have the growth narrative, which is always super
Right.
important.
Yeah.
Rebecca is next, and meh.
Yeah.
You just can't see her face at all because the lighting is not anywhere near where it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of girls fall into this trap. Really, the secret challenge of this was to turn your face
Away.
to camera.
Look at how beautifully he's lit
Yes.
Yeah.
in her photo.
He's like an Adonis.
That's not her fault. They're lighting him.
Yeah. The light's on the wrong side, fully.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, just body-wise, this is a Wonder Bra ad, and she's got a great high fashion body, but she's not built for this.
No.
she's
Even
skinny.
Q, the wardrobe stylist, made a joke earlier, like, we gave you cleavage.
Mhm.
Like, so it's going to be a tough climb for Rebecca anyway.
Yes.
Kenya is next, and she's definitely showing the bra.
The bra looks great. And he looks super into her. You just can't see her face.
You can't see her face at all. Also, the wig they put on her looks bizarre.
Yeah, it just looks askew. Like he was tugging on it while they were wrestling or something.
And she even says that. She says, I was really trying to, the photographer really emphasized
The bra.
show off the bra, and it is one of the best bra shots.
It is.
Oh,
and that's
for
when
sure.
Janice is like, a model has to be bathed in the light, which I enjoyed.
Kaylin is next, and she looks like she is in a wind tunnel.
Oh boy. To me, Kaylin's is the worst.
I think so, too.
Kaylin's is my least favorite. Unfortunately, the hair's doing insane things.
Also, he doesn't look that great in this photo either.
No, his face looks real rough in this photo. They make a joke that he looks like he's like looking at and enjoying her breasts, but I think it's just an awkward moment for both of them. I really didn't like this photo, and I forgot how bad I thought it was.
Tiffany is up next. I actually think this is one of her best shots.
I don't dislike that photo this much.
Mm-mm.
I found it like you can see the bra very
Uh-huh.
well.
You can see her face.
Yeah, she looks like she's having a good time. And they ding her on not being connected to him. And I don't see how she's any less connected from
Than
him than
anyone
anyone else in this photo.
They're
shoot.
making eye contact.
I will say, like, his hand on her wrist is,
Why was he grabbing her so much?
I have no idea.
It's really weird.
And she also has more of a couture figure,
Mhm.
but she looks more natural in the lingerie than Rebecca does.
Yeah.
Yes. No, I think this is actually
A good photo.
a good photo.
Yeah.
Naima is next.
Naima.
Flippin' wig.
It's so wiggy.
Oh my god.
It's like plopped on her head.
Wig or not, her face looks odd. There's something that happens with her teeth that looks very like vampire-ish.
Well, and later Nole says that she looks like Dracula in the photo.
Yeah. It's just an odd angle that happened with her normally very gorgeous face. I think maybe she's just not a profile model. And this is the first time we've seen her in essentially full profile.
Also, he didn't look that great either.
But the bra looks really good.
The bra does look
good. It's a really pretty bra.
Also,
the bra's the best lit part of it, which is funny.
Well, that's what they're asking
You
for.
can also see the panties, which is not normally...
You can see the set.
Yeah.
You can see the panties.
Can you see the panties?
Look at my panties.
Can you see the panties?
Can you see the panties?
Christina is next, and it's not bad.
Oh, I didn't like this photo at all.
Oh,
It's not my favorite. I think it's a fine photo.
I think it's fine.
I think they fucked up the wig really hard.
I mean, yes. But
all these wigs are tragic, though.
I honestly just don't think this is a good photo shoot. I don't think,
No, it's
I don't
a bad
blame the
photo
models
shoot.
for any of these.
I'm saying, despite that, I don't hate this photo.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Compared to the rest of them, Christina has way more feathers.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, she does.
A ton of feathers.
This photo happened clearly right when the feathers got hit by that fan because there are so many. It's overpowering.
Tatiana is last.
Okay. I love this picture.
Yes!
I think it's so cute how he's saying time out with his hands. I think it's funny that she looks like she's giggling and just won something. I don't think it's the best bra shot.
If her face were just tipped up
slightly,
just a little bit, she'd be good to get. It looks the only thing that's weird to me about it is that she looks like she's looking at herself, which is sort of weird in the context of this ad.
And I get this. I just feel like this one actually looks like it captured a moment.
Yeah.
And knowing that she was one of the ones who did well on set, I feel like this comes across super naturally. This actually looks like a couple who's like play fighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It looks like when they want like real couples for a photo shoot.
Yeah. I don't know. I saw this and I saw it. Oh, this is brilliant. I love this.
It's the right amount of feathers. Yeah.
Yeah.
They both look good. And this was the moment when I realized this teach had nothing to do with this photo shoot.
Just out of nowhere. And usually when they do a shoot like this, there will be some sort of intimacy teach beforehand.
Right.
They do this later where it's like, here's what you do to look intimate with a guy. It can be awkward, like whatever. And just, they threw them into it with no help whatsoever.
All right. So we go to private panel.
Private panel.
And this is where I smelled conspiracy.
When Janice says au revoir bitches when they leave, which is potentially my favorite Janice moment in an episode of Great Janice Moments.
So Tyra says that the girls need a wake-up call.
There's so many things before that. You know, private panel is my favorite part.
I know.
I have to get through all the good private panel stuff.
I have a couple of good private panel notes too. You start us off though.
Nigel saying that Brenny is like a wild horse who's finally beginning to tame herself.
You know how wild horses sometimes domesticate themselves? Because they want to settle.
Yeah.
They want to settle down.
I feel like it feels
Find a nice mare.
Nigel is like, I have a British accent. I'm supposed to know about horses. If I make a horse analogy, no one will call me on this.
There's no horse girl on this panel.
Nope.
No Lay is the
Not
closest.
He says Naima looks like Dracula. No, also, there's a fascinating dual judge perspective. They're talking about Kaylin, and Nole is like, Kaylin is like a frigid chicken. And then Janice says, there's no thought process in the photo, which is two very different ways to talk about a model. One way better than the other one.
Uh-huh.
And it's almost as if one is a female supermodel and just a human
and
woman.
And the other is a male douchebag.
It's almost
like what?
Nole is just there to say needlessly mean things and not actually contribute anything from the worlds of fashion or modeling.
Although there also is one very odd Tahira comment. I forget who sets her up and says, this person doesn't look like a woman, she looks like a girl.
It's Boris, and he's talking about Tatiana.
Yes. And, which I, disagree with, but whatever. She's one of the younger looking ones.
Yeah.
And then
she's also, I feel like, the smallest looking one.
Yeah.
And then, it's just because her face is 2 inches tall. But Tyra goes, doesn't the industry love girls? And that's not technically wrong.
It was just weird.
It's creepy
It was
when
weird.
she says
It was a weird way to say it.
Because Tyra was saying it in like a good way, and it felt very inappropriate.
And then the whole room is like, this week was terrible. Nobody did well. And Nigel goes, he looks at Tyra and he's like, the girls need a wake up call.
future producer Nigel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Before that, I love when they edit in when Tyra says the next person's name and she's like Kaylin or whatever.
Uh-huh.
When she says Naima, it's as if someone like had goosed her right when she said it.
Naima.
And she goes, Naima! It was so bizarre. Anyway, yes, Nigel is setting this up. The music stings start a happening. What is going to go down? And truthfully, a lot of these girls are kind of giving up this week.
Yes.
They're all dejected.
It's
None
a
of them feel
bad
like they're
week.
doing good. The only people that had good weeks are
Brittany.
and a little bit Michelle.
Yeah.
And Naima did fine.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Naima also just doesn't get up or down.
We didn't really talk about when they talked to Tiffany about her photo and about her performance. Janice is telling her, you have a bad attitude. You walked in with this defeatist attitude. And Tiffany tries to tell them where she's coming from, and she immediately gets shot down. They're like, no, you just have a bad attitude. And Tiffany's like, okay. And then just starts nodding at everything they say.
Yep.
Because clearly she doesn't know what to do anymore.
Yep. Yeah, it just felt like they decided that they needed to send a message and punish to the
And
other
she's
people.
crying the entire time. She cried through
Yep.
them forcing her to read from the teleprompter. And then during her photo critique, she's just crying.
Still full sobbing.
Yeah.
So, call out order.
This has been a very interesting week in the judging room.
This is, though, as terrible as this episode is, this is, I feel like, maybe the first time we've gotten a first top photo call out where they seem to say, like, this is the best photo.
Mhm.
Yeah, they very specifically call it out, saying basically all of you failed except for one person.
Which is not true.
It's not true, but I appreciate that she gets this
Yeah.
moment.
Yes. She deserves it.
And it's Brittany.
It's Brittany.
Especially because the qualities that they love in her this week are qualities that they're going to hold against her in future episodes.
Right.
It's just who she is, and sometimes she gets celebrated for it, and sometimes she gets smacked down for it.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see
It's
her get
true of
celebrated.
life for all of us, so you know what?
Very true. Your qualities are just your qualities.
So, Brittany's first, then Kenya.
This is the moment that I noticed that Brittany really dressed down this panel. Brittany's hair is just like lying flat. I think that wig did something to her. And then she's just in a loose shawl. So for everything else, like, Brittany, you look so good most of the time.
Yeah.
Now that you've taken all that layers of makeup off, like, what happened? Anyway, but she's very happy to get the first call out, which is extremely sweet.
Mm-hmm.
After Kenya is Naima. Why?
She did well in the challenge. Is
Sure.
why is I'm assuming why.
Michelle. Should have been higher.
Yeah.
Should have been second for me.
Me too. Kaylin.
Should have been lower.
For me, bottom two. For me, honestly, worst photo.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
And
agree.
she also did bad at everything this week.
Yep.
I would have sent Kaylin home.
I
would.
agree.
They wanted to send. I can't believe
Yep.
Kaylin's still around.
Yeah.
Christina.
Which fine.
Yeah.
Then Tatiana.
Again, I know some of you don't like it as much. I love
like this photo.
Tatiana's photo.
She also looked gorgeous at panel.
She does.
She
She
looked
looks great in person.
Stunning at panel.
And in the background, you can see that Janice is getting more and more
She's
upset.
covering her face.
As soon as Tatiana is called,
Mhm.
Janice out loud says, "Oh my god."
Yep.
Which that's the moment for all the overproduction. That's the moment that as a contestant I'd have been like, "Oh shit."
But-
So we're at the bottom two, Rebecca and Tiffany. Tyra gives a bullshit speech.
Uh-huh.
And Rebecca's already full crying because Rebecca thinks I'm eliminated.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I was in the bottom two last week. They love Tiffany. Everyone loves Tiffany. I'm going home. This sucks. I tried so hard.
Yep.
Tyra has picked a narrative for Tiffany where she tells her that you don't think you're worth it. That's why you're down here. You need to find self-esteem. Which is in no way, shape, or form
At all what it is.
the issue,
She's
really.
so fucking patronizing.
Mm-hmm. And if you think about all the work that Tiffany has done to like be a healthy person,
A human.
her within herself going, I'm not going to risk my mental health on a situation that is actively causing me harm. I'm going to detach myself from it is very smart.
Yes. It's so healthy what she does.
Yeah. That's what you have to do in a situation that's actively making you feel terrible all the time and you literally can't leave. She's trying to stick it out, but she just mentally detaches so she doesn't do any harm to herself.
Uh-huh. And then they're both eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
She shows a blank photo.
Yeah, she takes out the blank piece of
Fuck
paper.
you.
Ugh.
And Rebecca's sobbing. Tiffany, they go over and they're hugging everyone. Tiffany is...
And this is shocking for everyone because it's the first time in the history of the show
Yep.
so far
There's
they've
a double
done something
eliminate-
like
yeah.
that. No one was expecting that.
No. Tiffany's going. She's hugging everyone.
She's trying to comfort them.
Yes.
They're all sobbing, and she's like, "Oh, girl, don't do that.
You're breaking my back."
Mhm.
Like, it just was very, like, healthy and normal.
Yeah, that's what you would do."
Dignified, I would even say.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And then Tyra's like,
Come back.
"There's something I have to say. Rebecca, I see how upset you are. And it makes me respect you because I know that you really wanted
Thank
this.
you for having the reaction that I wanted you to have.
And Rebecca just kind of nods like, yeah.
Tiffany, I'm extremely disappointed in you. Because you sobbed too early in the episode, I guess.
Because you were out of tears. And then we don't have to go over the
No.
whole speech.
Mm-mm.
Everyone's heard the speech. Look it up. It's the "We Were All Rooting for You" speech. The main thing that I noticed on a rewatch is how Tiffany really tries to explain herself.
And
Yep.
Tyra will not let her speak. When she's saying, like, I'm sick of crying, and she's like, no, we're not going to have this story.
I have anger inside of me. And she, like, Tyra almost goes, it's not about that. I'm like, it is about that. Unless it's secretly just about you having this moment.
Yep. It definitely feels like she's not going to let Tiffany control her own narrative.
Mm-mm.
She keeps interrupting her. She keeps cutting her off. And
And she accuses her of laughing it off and treating it like a joke, which is so clearly not what was
what it is.
happening that it's infuriating.
And she invokes her grandma being
Mm-hmm.
like, your grandma.
which is really low.
Yeah, that got real personal. That's where it took a turn for me. On the other side of this, I will say that Tyra, this is also clearly very a real moment.
yeah.
Because Tyra loses all of the Tyra presentation.
Sure.
And just starts screaming.
Yeah.
She gets angry. And there's something and that's why it became such a moment.
Yeah.
Was that it feels, because I think it was, so real in that moment.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that makes it good. I'm saying I don't think Tyra planned on saying all of this stuff.
No.
I think the moment was a little produced, but then something just like snapped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she definitely snapped. And also, we've said it before, she keeps bringing up this, like, you could have won this. And watching this show, I'm like, I don't think Tiffany could have won this. When they show her pictures, none of them are, like, that great.
I think that she has the most raw top model potential.
Sure.
Top model, couture, gorgeous face, gorgeous body.
That wasn't what this season was, though.
When you see a photo where it all comes together, like the flowers photo shoot,
Right.
where she's just so stunning, you can see it. And you also can see how just naturally beautiful she is
Yes.
all of the time.
Yes.
But I don't think she was actually quite good at modeling.
I think she's good at modeling. I don't think she was ever made for this show.
Mm.
This is not, and she, I think, is mature enough and has done enough work to know I should not be here
Right.
anymore.
Yeah. So as they're leaving, Rebecca's still a sociopath, thankfully. She's like, well, I guess I could put a check mark by this. And I was like, that's a...
To lighten things up, let's talk about where Rebecca's sat. Because she sat in a place we've never seen before with the world's largest flower. Where is this flower? Where is Rebecca?
Naima's head.
She's just shrunk down.
Just Naima is very close to the camera.
Perspectives.
And
Yeah.
Rebecca says, I'm going to go home, get married, because I was on my way to get married. She didn't say that.
Yeah.
But she was on my way to getting married, and now I guess it'll just happen. I will eulogize her in a second,
Yeah.
but I like the way Rebecca went out.
Yeah.
Rebecca went out really well.
Working real hard.
Tiffany went out twice, because Tiffany initially is still very upset, obviously, venting to Rebecca, who's so upset that she's kind of not paying attention because it's not Rebecca's job to pay attention to
Right.
Tiffany right now. And then we get a secondary talking
Confessional with a
head.
hat.
Mhm.
Because now she has a hat on her head. So this was filmed very separately from everything
And
else.
it's so staged and forced.
Yeah.
It's like Tyra really cares.
Really cares about if she's gonna lose her cool that much, she must really care about me. She must really love me.
How much did they
talk
pay
to me that way.
Tiffany to say this?
I just don't think they would let her leave until she said it.
I know. That's truly what it comes across as.
She doesn't want to. She clearly doesn't want to say it.
Mhm.
It's weird.
Yeah.
The line that really stuck with me from Tiffany, though, in a good way, was, I'm going to go back home and have a good life now. And I was
Yeah.
just like, yes, good. Got your grandma, you got your kid. You've done a lot of work on yourself. I want you to go home and have a good life now.
Yeah. Where are they now, JW?
We've got a lot to talk about. I'll be very quick. Let
Okay.
me just say we'll talk about Rebecca and then Tiffany.
Sounds
More
good.
but a lot to talk about with both of them.
Sure.
And also, I'll give some highlights, but search for Tiffany Richardson, that is her name, and BuzzFeed, and there's a great 2017 recent interview with her. I'm
cool.
going to give some highlights in
Specifically
a second.
about
Oh, yeah. Oh, of course.
we were all rooting for you.
Of course. Rebecca did really well.
What's
and
Rebecca's
is
last
still
name?
a working model. Epley.
Rebecca Epley.
Is that her married name?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think the other one was Davis.
Is she married to Todd Epley?
Todd Epley?
It says that in 20...
Epileply.
28... So, 2008,
Uh-huh.
Rebecca and her husband had their first child, a son named Evan. Great.
Cute.
Todd and Evan. Love it's Todd, Evan, and Rebecca. What a
So it
fun
really
little-
is Todd. She actually
I
married.
think so.
Good for him.
Good for Todd.
Yeah.
She got signed to a subsection of ID model management, which is pretty big. To management. She's modeled for Cosmopolitan Magazine, Tommy Hilfiger. She's done fashion shows for Escada, Walmart, Multi by Brie, Renee Lark.
Sorry, Escada, Walmart.
Yeah.
She loved Walmart.
Yeah,
Yep,
true.
She did
True.
love Walmart. And a thing I found for her that I haven't found for every other top model contestant, even the ones that are still modeling, is I found her agency profile picture.
Oh.
The Rock Agency, which I believe is in Minnesota. That's the thing I'm getting, which includes like all of her info and some current
Wow, she looks so
pictures.
different.
Oh, I like that haircut on her.
And yeah, all of her
Edge her out.
photos tend to be with, I thought the same thing. I was like, they finally edged her out. She's got this blonde, very
Blunt bob.
short do. And
Very
it's-
Sophie. Very Sophie from
Yeah.
Brits.
Yeah. And she's 5'10", which is still just
So tall.
But look, great. She's still a very active working model.
Yeah, she
yeah.
looks great.
Yeah. Before we get into the Tiffany stuff, I just want to say Rebecca ended up being one of my favorites this cycle. And in general, I felt she was plausible as a model,
Yes.
had nice narratives, and she also had the fun weirdness about her that I just found her very pleasant.
I wish we had got to see a little bit more of it. I felt like when she came on, she was like, I'm going to show you the nice Midwestern girl, and that's what you're going to see. And I wish we had seen a little more of the weirdness that was
Yeah.
clearly there, because those are my favorite moments from her. But it looks like she's living a little bit more weird these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, cool.
So, Tiffany Richardson. I found 2 interviews which are fascinating in how different they are and weird things they reveal. Because Tiffany, in both of these interviews, one that took place right after her
Right.
elimination, so years and years ago, and one that took place in 2017, the BuzzFeed one I mentioned. Also, I should mention that she at some point welcomed another son, and now she has a Chadrick and a Chaz. And I love that her sons' names are Chad and Chaz.
Cute.
How great. She made frat boys. I love that. In her interview...
Is it Chadrick and Chazrick?
No, but I wish. In her interview right afterwards, it was one of those very like, Tyra's great. It was a very
She loves
hat
me.
interview. She cares about me. Yeah, I was angry in the moment, but watching her back, she just loves me. The weird thing about the interview that I found out is they asked, who do you want to win? Because I don't think, maybe she didn't know yet. I don't know. I don't know the time. I couldn't find the exact timing of the interview. She says, Michelle. Really like Michelle. Michelle's my girl.
Well,
so apparently they were friends.
They were friends.
And then she said, as long as it's not Kenya. Because Kenya and me had a lot of talks. We followed all the time. And they followed up on that. And she was just like, man, me and Kenya, just different people. Don't like Kenya. Liked her fine. Watched some of the show back. And when she talks about me, I'm like, no. Which is fascinating.
What? It's not on the show at all.
It's not on the show.
And they sit together so much.
That's crazy that we don't know anything about that.
Then we got this 2017 interview, which again, I'm going to give you all the highlights.
Yeah.
First of all, here's a recent, this is for the interview, so it's not like a modeling shot, but this is recent, Tiffany.
Still gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes. A couple of things about this article. They not only interviewed her, but also interviewed Brittany,
Uh-huh.
Rebecca, because you gotta,
Yeah.
and Kenya. Kenya, who only says the nicest things about Tiffany, which is fascinating.
Kenya read that first interview.
Yeah, right.
Kenya waited until 2017
Kenya does her homework.
and took the high road.
She says there's 3 main highlights. The first is after the cycle 3 thing happened, she says the producers hinted to her if she went to anger management, I think you'd have a good chance of getting on cycle 4. So Tiffany says that she tried anger management, quit immediately, then told them that she had done it for the story. But she was like, no, it wasn't me. I didn't come in a different person. I just started playing a role for them.
Wow.
Well, she did really well because
Yeah, I gave her so much credit for all the work she'd done.
And here's the thing. Who knows if that is true or that is not? Because they also interviewed a decent amount of producers. It's a very
in-depth,
enlightening article and a lot of differing opinions. She also said that Tyra, as part of that rant, it was edited out that she said you can go back to your home and lie on the ground on a mattress with your baby. Now, a producer that was there and also Rebecca both say that they don't remember her saying that.
Okay.
So that is one of those things that maybe you remember people saying stuff and you didn't, but who knows? I don't know who is correct, but that's a rough ass statement. The producer said that the only thing we edited down was for time because it was longer than that.
Yeah.
And also we had to fill it out, but that was pretty much what it was. And also, Rebecca said that she actually doesn't remember a lot of it happening because she was so in
disconnected.
her head
Yeah.
about it. But she said all of us it came out of nowhere. It was this thing. Tiffany has changed her tune, or probably always had this and just was being good for the, whatever. The show right after she was eliminated, she was like, she didn't want that. Tyra wasn't there for me. Tyra was trying to do something. I don't care about that. I don't care about the show. That's not what I'm doing. I live in the real world. I have to work now. I forget what her job is now, but she's also still just kind of does modeling on an amateur level on the side and whatever it is. The article, to editorialize it a little bit, not knowing how much of it is fully true and just taking this, it's one of those articles that reads like Tiffany is still upset and hurt about this. It keeps brought up a lot. She says people still recognize her a lot. It's getting old. She can't move past this moment in her life. She says, I don't mind that it's this online meme because I just don't pay attention to people. All people are stupid. And it's something you agree with, but unfortunately the way the article is written, she comes across still quite bitter.
Sure.
Just from a read of this article. Especially since a lot of the other people involved, producers, fellow contestants, say stuff that's a little bit more, this was rough, but also she had kind of given up.
Yeah.
And we all knew that.
Yeah.
So it's a very interesting read that I would love to hear other people's takes on what you get out of it. It's also very long and very in-depth. And I love that they interviewed producers, contestants. It's interesting because it became such an iconic reality TV show, most shocking moments ever, top 10, see it all the time thing. That moment was parodied on Family Guy, which is the big, one of the biggest pop culture, takers of things that everyone knows. It's still used all the time, and it's a pop culture milestone. And to have an in-depth interview about the moment's fascinating to me.
And if you think our podcast is a pop culture milestone, you should rate, review, and subscribe. We want to hear from you. Also, DM us your hot takes via Instagram or Twitter at Thwarp Inc. That's THWORPINC.
If I'm trying to give Tyra the most credit, if I'm trying to give everyone the most credit in this situation, I can see how someone who you were really invested in just giving up would be super frustrating. That doesn't mean you get to take their narrative out of their hands. And that's where the central discord comes from me.
Yeah.
So for Pod Leadum, I have been Alexander Price.
Au revoir, bitches. It's Hannah Jane Ginsburg.
And I'm JW Krupp.
And we'll see you on top.
Pod Leadum is not endorsed by America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, 10x10 Entertainment, or any of their subsidiaries. It is intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. America's Next Top Model and all names, pictures, and audio clips are registered trademarks and copyrights of their respective trademark and copyright holders.